Before we get into today's program, there's an important opportunity I want to share with you over these next couple of minutes. The semi-annual Big 5 Lab Bundle sale happening now through next Sunday. Taking control of your health has never been easier, and saving $1,000 in this huge semi-annual event for the Big 5 Functional Medicine Lab Bundle is a win-win. These are the exact top 5 lab tests I recommend to every new wellness client in our integrative health practice that are ready to stop the guessing and finally take a comprehensive deep dive into their overall health and well-being. Each of these labs offers a unique perspective of assessing the body and how certain underlying imbalances may be holding you back from achieving your optimal level of health and vitality. By running the Big 5 Functional Medicine lab tests, you will have the ability to actually discover what your deficiencies and toxicities are. And from there, you can then build your body back up while ridding it of toxins that are stealing your energy and performance and having you feeling less than your best. The Big 5 consists of the Minerals and Metals test, the complete Candida Metabolic and Vitamins test, the IgG Food Sensitivity test, the Omega-3 and Inflammation test, and the complete Stress, Mood, and Metabolism test. Each of these state-of-the-art labs were specifically chosen for ease of use. That means I can mail these labs directly to you and they can be completed by you right at home. And that translates to better compliance, faster results, and happier, healthier clients. Plus, included in this big money-saving package, you'll receive a coaching call with a certified integrative health practitioner to review your lab results. This is the time of year that I personally run my own Big 5 labs to stay on track with my energy and performance. It's time to stop guessing and finally take back control of your health and body. This opportunity for big savings on the Big 5 won't happen again until next year, so get started with the link in the show notes before the offer expires. Now enjoy the show. Welcome back, Boundary Breakers. Today we delve into the extraordinary rewards awaiting those who dare to challenge their own certainties. Get ready to unlock your hidden potential and witness the awe-inspiring transformation that emerges when we break free from the boundaries that bind our own thoughts. Hello, I'm Jeffrey Mort. If you're like most entrepreneurs, you're busy taking care of business, yet who's taking care of you? As a certified integrative health practitioner and consulting hypnotist, I'm widely considered a leader for naturally improving energy and performance as I've coached world-renowned entrepreneurs and athletes to higher performance health and unstoppable confidence. Here you'll find no wasted time as we distill my unique blend of functional medicine, ancient wisdom, and subconscious reprogramming into actionable steps to create ultra-healthy and laser-focused super achievers. If you're ready to take your energy and performance to the next level in your life and your business, then this podcast is for you. Because today, you're going to start breaking boundaries of your mind, body, and business with integrative health. And when you do that, your possibilities are limitless. I'm grateful you're here. Welcome to episode 7 of the Breaking Boundaries podcast for entrepreneurs. Naturally, you want to stay till the end when we bring it all together for you to avoid failure and reach your next level of success. And for all the show notes and links, visit jeffreymort.com and simply click on podcast. Today's Mind Your Monday episode, titled Don't Believe Everything That You Think, is about a subconscious habit known as confirmation bias, which refers to the cognitive tendency of individuals to seek, interpret, and remember information in a way that confirms their existing beliefs or preconceptions, while disregarding or downplaying contradictory evidence. It can lead to the formation of inaccurate or skewed beliefs as individuals, entrepreneurs in this case, actively seek confirmation rather than objective truth. This is confirmation bias. I first learned about this some time ago in training on my journey to becoming an expert in hypnosis and neurolinguistic programming, NLP, and understanding their application to confirmation bias to help clients overcome limiting beliefs and thoughts. Confirmation bias is a cognitive bias that affects perception by causing individuals to selectively interpret and remember information in a way that confirms their pre-existing beliefs or hypothesis, while disregarding and downplaying contradictory evidence. This bias acts as a filter, you could say, shaping our perception of reality and reinforcing our existing viewpoints, potentially leading to the reinforcement of false beliefs and the exclusion of alternative perspectives. This filter is influenced by something that's called the reticular activating system, the RAS, and it's a network of neurons that lies between the brainstem and the thalamus. The RAS is responsible for regulating our levels of consciousness and regulates our behavior by filtering out unnecessary and conflicting information we receive from our environment. This could be why you don't know what you don't know. The RAS is in charge, and it has been taking first impressions, downloads, and bits of information as the only model of reality since you were a child. As an entrepreneur facing an unknown boundary in life and business due to confirmation bias, one's preconceived beliefs and selective perception may hinder the exploration of new ideas and perspectives. The inability to objectively assess information may restrict growth, it may limit innovation, and lead to missed opportunities in both personal and professional realms. The exploration of psychological mechanisms behind confirmation bias seeks to understand why individuals tend to favor information that confirms their pre-existing beliefs while downplaying the contradictory evidence. Researchers have identified various cognitive processes that contribute to confirmation bias, including selective attention, motivated reasoning, and memory biases. So by studying these mechanisms, psychologists aim to develop strategies and interventions that can help individuals overcome confirmation bias and promote more balanced and objective thinking. In the modality of psychology, a common strategy would be cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, which tends to require many sessions, sometimes years of sessions, with little progress compared to other more effective modalities such as clinical hypnosis. Ultimately, research demonstrates that the brain is designed for keeping you safe, keeping you alive, and for being energy efficient through automations such as accepting what we already know as the best way. So confirmation bias in entrepreneurs is often characterized by an excessive attachment to their preconceived ideas. Now, I could go on a whole tangent here about attachment, but we're going to save that for another episode. And also disregarding the contradictory evidence that we spoke about earlier, and seeking out information that confirms their existing beliefs, leading to a very narrow perspective and potential missed opportunities for growth and innovation. Additionally, entrepreneurs affected by confirmation bias may display a tendency to surround themselves with other like-minded individuals or seek validation from sources that only align with their viewpoints, reinforcing their bias and hindering critical evaluation of alternative strategies and perspectives. So in short, confirmation bias can keep you stuck. Allow me to introduce you to the power of hypnosis and neurolinguistic programming as effective tools to reframe and reprogram the mind and to overcome boundaries such as confirmation bias. Hypnosis has the potential to bypass confirmation bias by inducing a deeply relaxed state and bypassing the critical conscious mind thinking. Imagine that. Allowing access to the powerful subconscious mind. In this state, individuals become more receptive to suggestions and are more open to considering alternative perspectives and beliefs. Through repeated exposure to new ideas and suggestions, hypnosis can help create new neural pathways, challenging deeply ingrained biases and facilitating the formation of new, more adaptive thought patterns. Now, for NLP, those techniques can aid in identifying biased beliefs by analyzing patterns of language. Now, that's what NLP is. It's neurolinguistic programming. So it's programming of language patterns. And also detecting implicit biases or stereotypes present in text or language. Furthermore, by providing counterexamples, alternative perspectives, or factual information, NLP can assist in challenging biased beliefs and promoting more balanced and inclusive understanding. As an illustration of real-life success stories using hypnosis and NLP to overcome confirmation bias, I've personally experienced a deep level of transformation and a higher level of success by exploring these two very powerful tools. And having a trusted and professional coach was important to me. I know that there's many common misconceptions and concerns about hypnosis and NLP, so let's address those right now. Those could be things like stage hypnosis or hypnosis portrayed in Hollywood movies. And of course, NLP has a very dark side as well, and hypnosis can have a dark side too for unethical persuasion and influence. But rest assured, this is not a concern in a clinical or professional coach setting. So I want to give you today a 5-point plan to overcome confirmation bias. And I've covered some of these topics in a previous episode. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Point 1 is awareness. Now, I encourage you, entrepreneurs, to recognize your own confirmation bias patterns by asking helpful questions like, is this thought true? Or is this belief serving me? Or is there evidence that is contrary to what I hold as truth? It's not that often as entrepreneurs or business people or just human beings that we go through life questioning our own beliefs. But I ask you to have an awareness around your thoughts and around your belief systems to know if these are holding you back. So point number 2, a mindset shift. Let me give you some techniques to reframe limiting beliefs. It's awareness, as we talked about in point 1, and then interrupt and reframe. So that's AIR, awareness, interrupt, and reframe. Awareness by self-evaluation questions, like we talked about in point 1. Interrupt by stopping the thought pattern. Remember, you are the thinker of your thoughts, so you have this personal power. And then reframe using cognitive flexibility. So what is cognitive flexibility? Well, that brings us to point number 3. And that is exploring methods as simple as researching with curiosity, or more in-depth methods such as professionally guided neurolinguistic programming and hypnosis sessions to open up to alternative perspectives that you otherwise could not have imagined. So moving on to point 4, always be seeking diverse information. I highly advise entrepreneurs to actively seek contradictory evidence. Make it a habit to question your beliefs. And then point number 5, accountability. It's clear that emphasizing the importance of holding oneself accountable for biased thinking will help lead to success. And this is between you and you, my friend. Hold yourself accountable. So you call to action. As you already know, today I am 100% committed to your success. And therefore, I encourage you to implement that 5-point plan in your lives and in your business. And you can go to the show notes to catch that 5-point plan. But again, to cover it, it's point 1 is awareness. Point 2 was the mindset shift. Point 3 was the cognitive flexibility. Point 4 is to always be seeking diverse information. And point 5 is self-accountability. Some practical steps and resources to get you started with hypnosis and NLP techniques would be, of course, books, maybe on Amazon. Now, if you look up NLP books on Amazon, most likely the first ones that pop up are going to be referenced to the dark side of neurolinguistic programming and persuasion and influence. And you certainly don't want to follow those. Now, there is a light side to everything. Everything has a yin and a yang, a light and a dark, a plus and a minus. Neurolinguistic programming and hypnosis are no different. Just be sure that you're delving into information that's going to be helpful to you and not going to be used, in any kind of dark way. Podcasts, of course, so you can go back and listen to Breaking Boundaries Podcast, Episode 3, that was on self-sabotage, and that's where we dove a little bit more into that AIR technique, the awareness and interrupt and reframe or reprogram technique. And yes, even on YouTube, you can find some great resources on neurolinguistic programming techniques and hypnosis audios as well. And then if you're serious about hypnosis, you can go to the National Guild of Hypnotists website, that's ngh.net, and you can go to their link that's Find Hypnotists, and you can look in their directory there. And of course, I offer support or guidance for those who may need additional assistance by way of a free 90-minute consultation to confirm that we're a good fit to work and explore our transformational reprogramming for unlimited success technique of hypnosis. If you're interested in that, we'll link that up in the show notes as well. So what are the consequences of inaction? You're probably thinking there's potential negative impact of continuing to operate under confirmation bias. And you are correct. Impacts such as missed opportunities, stagnation in life and business, potential business failures. Keep in mind the statistics are businesses fail at a rate of 20% in year 1, 50% by year 5, and 70% of businesses fail by year 10. And you don't want to be in that statistic group, and I certainly don't want you to be there either. There can be consequences on personal relationships and really overall fulfillment in life. It's no surprise that taking zero action will bring you zero results. But as a matter of fact, it's not going to be zero results. It's going to put you further behind because time has passed where you did nothing. So the results are going to be less than zero. I'd like to take this opportunity, though, to reinforce the importance of taking immediate steps to overcome confirmation bias. And that first step could just be going through that 5-point plan. So overcoming confirmation bias leads to personal and professional growth by opening up new perspectives and expanding our understanding of the world, really. By actively seeking out diverse opinions and challenging our own beliefs, we gain a deeper appreciation for different viewpoints and develop stronger critical thinking skills. This growth allows us to make more informed decisions, collaborate more effectively with others, and foster a culture of inclusivity, innovation, and progress. Ultimately, transcending confirmation bias empowers us to reach our full potential and create positive change in both our personal lives and our professional endeavors. Talk about breaking a boundary. So by now, you're probably thinking of the potential for improved decision-making and problem-solving skills by overcoming your own limiting beliefs. And of course, as an entrepreneur, you are interested in the positive impact on business outcomes and entrepreneurial success. The feedback I get from my NeuroTRUST hypnosis clients, it's really fulfilling, especially when they share inspiring stories of overcoming limiting beliefs, resistant thought patterns, and yes, even confirmation bias, and finally achieving their goals that they were looking for. I can't emphasize enough the long-term benefits and reward that came from breaking free from my own confirmation bias and limitations. So to wrap things up here, recap the key points discussed throughout the episode. Confirmation bias is a personal and professional growth boundary. You have the personal power to overcome your limitations, and it's clear that you know the proven strategy to do so and where to turn for support. So I encourage you to reflect on your own confirmation bias tendencies and to take action to course correct. And my final thought here, the fact that you're still listening means that you found value in this episode and in my confidence in the effectiveness of hypnosis, neurolinguistic programming, and the 5-point plan of our NeuroTRUST method to overcome boundaries like confirmation bias that you may be unaware of. So I'd like to ask a favor in exchange for my commitment to your success, and you simply taking 1 minute to leave a positive review to the Breaking Boundaries podcast right now, if you would, so we can reach and serve more people with these free educational episodes. And for that, I appreciate you. And to end with a positive and motivational message to inspire change and growth, If we want to reach our goals, we must upgrade our belief system. And remember, you have the personal power within you to break boundaries by believing that your subconscious mind respond accordingly to your conscious mind thinking. I'll see you next time. Before we say goodbye, you may not have realized it, but you can get free daily access to our thriving Love Energy Wellness community and support group where you'll join health-conscious entrepreneurs just like you. I know you're concerned about your health, energy, and performance. That's why I personally answer your questions daily, invite you to our weekly live calls, and share pro wellness tips for energy and performance and exclusive offers just for our community members. This is also your support hub when we gather every 90 days for a total body and mind reset, also known as the world-renowned Dr. Cabral Functional Medicine Detox Protocol. You're going to love the way you feel every time. So if you're the kind of entrepreneur that values your health as your greatest asset, naturally you'll want to join and invite your friends, your family, and your colleagues to our community where you'll feel loved, supported, seen, and heard. Visit loveenergywellness.com to join the community, or the link is also right here in today's show notes. I'll see you soon.